Good morning, good morning. How's everybody today? I am Brandy, the Warrior Princess, and I wanted to invite you today to my wellness retreat. So, pretty awesome. Warrior Princess Wellness Retreat will be September 29th, 30th, and October 1st. It will be at the retreat at Artesian Lakes, which is in Cleveland, Texas. So, for me in Conroe, it's about 45-minute drive. It's a nice drive, leisurely. So, I wanted to invite you to come. We have our registration on Facebook, also on my website, which is warriorprincesspt.com, www.warriorprincesspt.com. So you can go on there. There's a link for the registration form, and there is also a link for PayPal. So you can pay online, or whatever form of payment you want to use is fine. So we need those deposits to be rolling in so we can go ahead and reserve our rooms. We have a limited amount of space and we need to get everything going. So I'm excited. We've got quite a few spots filled and we have a couple of spots open. So we'd love for you to come. I know that it's God's plan on who is there, so I'm not worried about it at all, but I'd love to see you. So I want to take a few minutes just to tell you a little bit about it. This retreat is a time to refresh, renew, and recharge your body, your soul, and your mind. So that's what I'm kind of about. I think it takes all of it. I don't think that we can do it just of one thing. Everything has to kind of be working good together. So I want you to take a few days to retreat and to learn the basics of nutrition. And you're going to leave with a 30-day meal plan. I want you to learn the basics of exercise, and you're going to leave with a 30-day workout plan. And then I also want you to learn the basics of accountability and what that looks like. For some people, it's having a friend to walk this journey with them. For some people, it's in your mind and your accountability. For some people, it's scripture-based, and it's God who is their accountability partner. So everybody is different. So I kind of want to hit on those things for everybody. So the basis of kind of everything that is me in regard to my personal training business and what I do, I'm also working on my life coach certification. So 1 Corinthians 9, 26 and 27, I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. But it says, "Therefore I do not run without a definite goal. I do not flail around like one beating the air, but I strictly discipline my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not somehow be disqualified." So this is kind of the basis of the retreat for me. It's going to be about nutrition, it's going to be about physical fitness, and it's going to be about accountability. So if you're thinking that it's going to be, crazy, it's not. It's going to be very focused, very driven. So the scripture starts off with, therefore I do not run without a definite goal. So we're going to address having a goal. And I think that a lot of times we want to start somewhere with getting healthier, but we don't know where to start. And it really seems overwhelming. We've taken all of this time and all of these years to get to the place we are physically, and it's not going to happen overnight to get to a place where you feel that you're an overcomer. So I want to encourage you. This scripture starts off by saying we're going to set a definite goal, and that'll be one of the first things that we do when we get to the retreat on Friday. So we're going to set a goal and get started towards what that goal is and what we want out of life and what we want out of our body, what we want out of our mind, and all those different things. The next part of that scripture says, "I do not flail around like one beating the air." A lot of times we walk into the gym and we're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I want to be able to teach you very basic things, simple things. You can do the same workout routine for 4 to 6 weeks before your body kind of acclimates. And then even when it adjusts to that, all you have to do is increase the weight or increase the repetitions. And some of you are going, I don't even know what she just said. That's good. Then you need to come to the retreat because I'm going to help you to understand that. The next part of that scripture is, "But I strictly discipline my body and make it my slave." So it's really up to you to choose to eat well. It's really up to you to choose to work out. You have to make those choices and then act upon them. So setting that goal is going to be making the choice, and then acting upon it is the next part. And I want to be able to give you the tools to act upon it. So we're going to discipline our body and we're going to make it our slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not somehow be disqualified. And that's where that accountability aspect comes into. We don't want to be hypocrites in regard to our walk, spiritually, physically, mentally, all those different things. We want to be accountable for what we're doing. If we're saying we're going to change our eating, if we're saying we're going to change our exercise habits, then we also want to do those. And that's where that accountability comes in, and we don't want to be disqualified. We want to be living the life that we're walking our talk, right? So that's a little bit about what the retreat is going to be about. You're going to arrive on Friday. All of your meals are going to be prepared fresh. They're all going to be healthy meals, and it's going to be geared to teach you how to choose the right foods. You know, we eat out often in this day and age, and that sounds like I'm old, but I guess I am. So you eat out often, and when you eat out, a lot of your choices you feel like they're really limited. But they're not. You can eat the same things that you eat at home, with the exception of course, it's going to have more spices and things like that probably when it's cooked. But I mean, you can order a chicken breast. Tell them don't put any butter, don't put any whatever you want to do. You can order a salad. You can order all different types of things. A lot of times people are willing to make what you want according to what you're trying to eat because they want you to come back. Anyways, so I want to encourage you. We're going to teach how to get like a size of chicken breast should be this, your fat. So it's going to be simple things. When you're eating out, you'll be able to say, okay, I should eat this much of that. You don't have to have a measuring cup sitting there or a scale to weigh it all out. And then we're going to do Saturday morning, we get to take a carriage ride over to the restaurant, and they're going to provide our breakfast for us. And in doing so, it'll be an opportunity for you to kind of put into practice what you're learning. So you'll be able to make good, healthy choices. And then we're going to have some great workouts. We're going to have a little bit of yoga and stretching, but we're also going to have some pretty high intensity interval training, which is called a HIIT. So we're going to do some of that as well. We're going to be out in the environment. We're going to be working under God's creation. We're also going to be like doing things in the evening where we're there's something called, just watching the stars, where you just kind of lay, because we're in the country. There's not a lot of yucky in the sky, so we can see very clearly all the stars. So it's just going to be a time to retreat. I love retreating because it helps me to get away from everything and every person that's pulling me here. And it's a time for me to focus on myself and getting myself where I need to be. So I hope that you can leave this retreat feeling refreshed, renewed, and that you're in charge of what's going to happen next, that you have a definite goal set, and that you have a plan of action to help you reach those goals. So anyways, I just want to encourage you to come, invite your friends. We do have a limited amount of space, so keep that in mind, that if you're waiting to decide, I wouldn't wait much longer. This first retreat is going to fill up pretty quick, and I'm super excited. We are going to have one every quarter. That's the goal. So if you wouldn't mind, if you're not going to be able to attend this retreat, I would appreciate your prayers and support. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.